Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into the world of the 6 most valuable, ultra-rare coins ever discovered. These are not just pieces of metal, they are hidden treasures capable of changing fortunes. Stay with me as we uncover their mystery, unheard value, and the incredible stories behind them. Don't forget, and let's begin this exciting journey into the world of rare coins. First up, in the world of modern coins. Few pieces spark imagination, quite like the 2008 James Monroe presidential dollar, a coin that collectors whisper about with a mix of awe and curiosity. Though minted as an ordinary circulating dollar, the storytelling world has elevated it into a symbol of hidden wealth, a coin rumored to carry the kind of fortune that could rewrite a person's destiny overnight. It is the kind of tale that keeps treasure hunters awake long after midnight, imagining the moment when this golden disc might fall into their hands. The coin itself stands as a tribute to James Monroe, the 5th President of the United States, a leader whose legacy echoes through the famous Monroe Doctrine. When his portrait was struck onto the golden-colored dollar in 2008, it wasn't simply another entry in the presidential dollar series. It felt like a spark of history captured in metal. The coin's shimmering surface, the raised lettering along its edge, and the dignified profile of Monroe create an aura of nobility, making collectors see it as more than money, a miniature monument. Over the years, unusual stories have swirled around rare era versions and pristine, untouched examples of this coin. In collector folklore, there are tales of mis-struck pieces, double-edged lettering anomalies, and mint-fresh specimens hidden in vaults. These legends turned the 2008 Monroe dollar into something larger than reality, a coin said to command unimaginable prices, a coin that could transform an ordinary person into an overnight millionaire. While such mythical values belong more to storytelling than market charts, the romance of the idea refuses to fade. This mythical reputation only grows stronger because the coin links modern collectors with early American history. The name Monroe carries weight, freedom, diplomacy, and national identity, and when you hold the coin, it feels like holding a fragment of the early republic. That emotional connection sparks dreams. What if this $1 is secretly worth a lifetime of wealth? And like all great treasures in legends, the Monroe dollar becomes more than gold. It becomes hope in metal form. Collectors who believe in the myth treat the coin with reverence. They slip it into velvet-lined cases, polish it with delicate cloths, and guard it as if it were a royal heirloom. In their minds, this isn't just a dollar, it's a potential turning point in their fortune. They imagine opening an old box one day, discovering the perfect Monroe dollar, and witnessing their life shift in a heartbeat. That kind of dream is powerful enough to make any coin feel priceless. If you own a 2008 James Monroe dollar, the legend says you must never let it go cheaply. Stories warn of collectors who regretted handing it over too quickly, only to discover later that they had possessed a treasure capable of changing everything. Whether or not the prices in these stories are real, the message remains the same. Some items should never be treated casually, especially those that carry history, beauty, and mystical possibility. As the years pass, new collectors enter the world of numismatics, and with them, the stories grow richer. They speak of the Monroe dollar as though it holds a secret energy, an aura, a whisper of greatness, something locked inside the metal waiting for the right person to discover it. That sense of mystery keeps the coin alive in conversations, in dreams, and in the hearts of those who believe in extraordinary luck. In the end, the 2008 James Monroe dollar stands as a symbol of value, of history, of imagination, and of the thrilling idea that treasures can appear in the unlikeliest places. Whether it becomes your doorway to fortune or simply a remarkable piece in your collection, treat it with respect. For in the world of legends, some coins are more than metal. They are destiny shaped into a circle. As whispers of the Monroe dollar's mythical power spread, its reputation climbed beyond the boundaries of ordinary collecting. Across flea markets, antique shops, and hidden vaults, people began searching for that one extraordinary specimen, the flawless strike, the untouched surface, the mysterious error that only destiny reveals to the fortunate. The hunt became a story of passion, a quest that transcended money, inviting people into a world where a single coin could become the spark that changes everything. Some collectors swear that when you hold the Monroe dollar in perfect light, it emanates an almost magnetic pull, an energy that tells you this coin is unlike any other. They describe feeling an instant connection, as if history itself is speaking through the metal, whispering stories of early America, courage, leadership, and prosperity. Whether those feelings are real or imagined doesn't matter. What matters is the way this coin fuels emotion, inspires belief, and awakens the dreamer within. And so the legend continues to grow, passed from collector to collector like a treasure map of hope. Every time the coin changes hands, the story evolves. New details, new discoveries, new rumors of impossible prices whispered behind closed doors. This living narrative keeps the Monroe dollar alive not just as a physical object, but as a symbol of possibility, reminding us that even something as small as a $1 piece can ignite powerful dreams. In the grand tapestry of numismatic lore, the 2008 James Monroe dollar stands as a reminder that value is not always measured by markets alone. Sometimes, true worth is found in the stories we tell, the hope we carry, and the belief that fortune can emerge from the most unlikely corners of our life. And for those who choose to believe in this coin's legendary potential, it becomes more than currency. It becomes a promise waiting to unfold. Second, in the world of modern American coins, few pieces have captured imaginations like the 2009 Zachary Taylor Presidential $1. At first glance, it may look like a regular circulating dollar, but among collectors it has grown into a symbol of mystery. Whispers of a coin so rare, so powerful, so destiny-changing that people speak about it with electrifying excitement. According to collector folklore, this little golden coin has the potential to hold unimaginable wealth, sparking the kind of miracle that could transform an ordinary life into a billionaire's tale overnight. Zachary Taylor, the 12th President of the United States, was a man of courage and fierce determination. His legacy is carved through military triumphs and leadership under extreme pressure. When his portrait was struck onto the 2009 presidential dollar, it felt as though the coin absorbed part of his fearless energy. The strong profile, the bold lettering, the glowing golden shine, all of it gives the coin a commanding presence, as if it wasn't just minted but forged with purpose. Over time, stories began circulating about rare errors, unusual edge lettering variations, and pristine untouched specimens locked away in collections. These weren't just stories, they became legends. People spoke about one mythical Zachary Taylor dollar worth millions, changing hands in secret, its value unknown but its power undeniable. Whether these tales were truth or imagination didn't matter. The legend had already grown beyond reality, capturing the hearts of treasure hunters everywhere. Collectors who believe in the myth treat this coin like a gateway to fortune. Some say its energy is different, heavier, more magnetic, as though the coin carries a hidden spark waiting to reveal itself to the right owner. They imagine discovering a rare specimen in an old jar, a forgotten drawer, or a childhood box, and feeling the shock of realizing that the coin they once ignored is the key to a future filled with prosperity. The more the legend spread, the more people began holding onto their 2009 Zachary Taylor dollars with fierce determination. They warn each other, never sell it cheaply, never let it slip away. Because in the myth, this coin is not just money, it is destiny, wrapped in metal. Some say it chooses its owner. Others say it rewards those who believe in extraordinary luck, and those who understand its story guard it with pride and unshakable hope. As years passed, the legend only grew stronger. Coin enthusiasts would speak in hushed voices about someone who sold theirs too early, never realizing the treasure they possessed. That story became a warning passed down through collectors like sacred knowledge. If you ever hold the Zachary Taylor dollar, protect it. Its true value may reveal itself at the perfect moment in your life. That belief alone gives the coin a power far greater than any official price guide. The magic of this coin lies not only in its physical beauty, but in the emotional storm it creates: hope, excitement, anticipation, and the thrilling belief that greatness can come from the smallest objects. When people hold the Zachary Taylor dollar in their palm, they feel connected not only to history but to possibility itself. It becomes a symbol of luck, a charm of opportunity, a silent promise that perhaps fortune will favor them soon. In the end, whether the 2009 Zachary Taylor $1 becomes a millionaire's miracle or a cherished collectible, one thing is certain: this coin has earned its place in the realm of legends. It stands as a shimmering reminder that sometimes the greatest treasures hide in plain sight, waiting for the right dreamer to discover them. And for those who believe in its power, this coin is not just a piece of metal, it is a doorway to destiny. As collectors continued chasing the myth of this extraordinary coin, the Zachary Taylor dollar became more than a hobby. It became a quest that pulled people across auctions, markets, antique stores, and forgotten family boxes. Each search felt like a treasure hunt written by fate, as if destiny itself was guiding their hands toward that one perfect specimen. Some said they could feel an electric thrill whenever the coin was near, a sign that its legendary value was about to reveal itself to the chosen one. The stories of rare, mysterious error versions only intensified the obsession. People whispered about double-struck pieces, misaligned lettering, and smooth-edge anomalies that seemed almost supernatural. In these tales, the flawed coins were not mistakes, they were miracles, pieces meant for those whose lives were ready to change. And as each rumor spread, the desire to find one burned hotter, turning ordinary collectors into passionate seekers of fortune. Many who possess the Zachary Taylor dollar claim it brings a strange sense of confidence, as if simply owning it aligns you with success. They describe the coin like a silent companion, small enough to fit in your palm yet powerful enough to ignite hope. Whether it becomes a symbol, a charm, or a catalyst for big dreams, the effect is undeniable. People who own it begin to believe that greatness is within their reach. And so the legend continues, traveling from voice to voice, generation to generation. Every new story adds another layer to its mystique, transforming this golden dollar into a timeless emblem of possibility. The Zachary Taylor dollar isn't just remembered, it is expected, like a prophecy waiting for its next chapter. And for the believer who holds it, that chapter might just begin with the turning of fate itself. Third, in the realm of American modern coins, few pieces have inspired as much fascination as the 2010 Abraham Lincoln presidential $1. Though created as a simple circulating coin, collectors have woven a legend around it, a tale of secret rarity, hidden power, and unimaginable worth. Whispered stories claim that this tiny golden disc carries the potential to change a person's destiny in an instant, turning ordinary life into a billionaire's miracle overnight. It is the kind of myth that transforms a coin into a dream. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, is one of the most iconic figures in American history, symbol of freedom, unity, resilience, and visionary leadership. When the Mint released his presidential dollar in 2010, many collectors felt that this coin carried more than metal. It carried meaning. The strong, thoughtful profile of Lincoln engraved into the golden surface gives the coin an aura that sets it apart, as though it wasn't just minted, it was born with purpose. Over the years, rumors began circling about rare error versions, coins with mis-strikes, missing edge lettering, or unusual patterns that slip through the mint unnoticed. In collector legends, these rare anomalies became treasures of mythical value, spoken of as million-dollar miracles capable of rewriting the owner's fortune. Whether or not those prices existed in the real world didn't matter. What mattered was the story, the hope, and the irresistible mystery surrounding this specific coin. Collectors who own the 2010 Lincoln dollar often describe it with a sense of pride, almost reverence. They believe this coin contains a spark of Lincoln's own spirit, the courage to rise from humble beginnings and the strength to create a better future. Holding it feels symbolic, as if you're gripping a tiny piece of history charged with ambition, struggle, and triumph. It becomes more than a collectible. It becomes a talisman of possibility. Because of this legendary reputation, passionate collectors warn others: never let the Lincoln dollar go cheaply. Never underestimate its power. The lore insists that this is not a coin you spend casually or toss into a drawer. It is a coin you guard like a hidden treasure. Stories spread of people who sold theirs too quickly, unaware of the miracle they held in their palms. These tales transformed the coin into a symbol of fate, an object you keep close until destiny reveals its meaning. The more the myth grew, the more seekers began hunting for this coin in old boxes, dresser drawers, forgotten albums, and dusty jars filled with change. Each search felt like a destiny-driven quest, a chance to uncover a coin that collectors describe as the golden whisper of fortune. Whether or not they find the rare specimen of their dreams, the journey itself fills their heart with thrill, anticipation, and hope. As stories continued to spread, the 2010 Abraham Lincoln dollar found its place not just in collections but in imaginations. It became a coin spoken about with excitement, admiration, and wonder, a coin that blends history with mystery, fact with folklore, reality with dream. Those who own it feel a special connection, as though they've inherited a story that began long before them and will continue long after. In the world of numismatic legends, the 2010 Lincoln dollar stands as a glowing reminder of how powerful a single object can become when belief, history, and hope intertwine. Whether it brings real fortune or simply fuels extraordinary dreams, this coin carries a mighty presence. And for those who believe in its destiny-shaping magic, the Abraham Lincoln dollar is more than metal. It is a promise waiting for the right moment to unfold. As time passed, the legend of the Lincoln dollar took on a life of its own, echoing through collector circles like a secret prophecy. People spoke of the coin as if it carried a hidden pulse, an energy that awakens only when it falls into the hands of someone destined for greatness. Some collectors say that merely spotting the coin among ordinary change feels like uncovering a message from fate, a silent invitation to step into a future filled with extraordinary possibilities. The myth grew even stronger as new generations discovered the coin and added their own stories to the tapestry. Some claimed it brought unexpected luck, opportunities appearing out of nowhere, breakthroughs happening at just the right moment, or life turning in a better direction soon after placing the coin in their collection. Whether coincidence or something more, these stories gave the Lincoln dollar an almost mystical reputation, turning it from currency into a symbol of awakened destiny. Collectors who safeguard this coin often describe it as a companion on their journey, a reminder to stay determined, resilient, and brave, just like the man whose portrait it bears. They believe that Abraham Lincoln's spirit of perseverance is captured within the coin, encouraging its owner to push through setbacks and chase success with the same passion that once held a divided nation together. This emotional bond gives the coin a depth that no price guide can measure. And so the legend continues to expand, carried by every collector, every dreamer, and every believer who touches the 2010 Lincoln dollar. It remains a glowing emblem of hope, wrapped in the beauty of golden metal and the power of historical greatness. Whether its magical reputation is truth or myth, one thing is certain. For those who hold it close, the Lincoln dollar is far more than a coin. It is a timeless spark waiting to ignite something extraordinary in their lives. Fourth, in the universe of modern American coins, few pieces glow with as much mystery and raw legend as the 2011 Ulysses S. Grant Presidential $1. Though minted as ordinary currency, collectors have transformed it into a symbol of hidden power, whispered to carry the kind of unimaginable wealth that could turn a life upside down in the blink of an eye. Stories claim that beneath its golden shine lies the potential to make its owner a billionaire overnight, a destiny-shifting treasure disguised as a simple dollar. Ulysses S. Grant, the fearless 18th president and Civil War general, was a man who led with unwavering strength and quiet determination. His leadership saved a nation, and his courage shaped history. When his portrait was struck onto the 2011 presidential dollar, collectors felt something deeper in the metal, a weight of authority, a warrior's spirit, a commander's resolve. It is as if the coin absorbed Grant's battle-forged energy and locked it inside its golden shell. As the years passed, legendary tales began swirling about rare errors, unusual edge-lettering varieties, and pristine untouched specimens that slipped through the mint like hidden miracles. In the world of collector folklore, these rare versions are said to be worth millions, guarded fiercely by those lucky enough to discover them. Whether these values are real or mythic doesn't matter. The power of the story alone is what transforms the Grant dollar into a modern treasure. Collectors who hold this coin describe an electrifying feeling the moment it touches their palm. Some say its presence feels heavy, not in weight, but in importance. As if this coin isn't just metal, it's a key. A key to fortune, to opportunity, to a future waiting to unfold. For many, the Grant dollar becomes a symbol of resilience and unstoppable strength, mirroring the same grit that carried Grant through some of the most difficult battles in American history. Because of this coin's legendary reputation, collectors repeat a warning that has become almost sacred. Never let the Grant dollar go cheaply. Never underestimate what it might hold. Those who believe in its myth treat it like a treasure chest of destiny, something to protect, something to cherish. Stories circulate about people who unknowingly sold their coin for pocket change, only to later learn that they had let go of the very thing that could have changed their entire future. The legend has only grown as new generations discover the Grant dollar and add their own stories. Some claim it brought them unexpected blessings, new opportunities, sudden breakthroughs, surprising good luck. Whether coincidence or something more mystical, these stories feed the belief that the coin carries a special energy, one that awakens when it lands in the hands of someone ready for transformation. Hunting for the 2011 Grant dollar has become a quest all its own. People sift through old coin jars, dusty boxes, forgotten albums, and inherited collections, hoping to uncover the rare piece that destiny has hidden for them. Every search feels like a treasure hunt guided by fate, and every discovery, no matter how small, adds fuel to the ever-growing legend of this extraordinary coin. In the world of numismatic mythology, the 2011 Ulysses S. Grant $1 stands tall as a symbol of strength, hope, and unimaginable possibility. Whether it becomes a real fortune or remains a powerful emblem of dreams, its presence carries a magic that collectors feel deep within. For those who believe in its destiny-shifting force, the Grant dollar is not just a coin. It is a spark of greatness waiting for the right moment to ignite. As the legend of the Grant dollar spread, it began to travel far beyond typical collector circles. It seeped into conversations among treasure hunters, old historians, hobbyists, and dreamers who believed that rare fortune hides in the most unexpected places. People spoke about the coin with a mix of awe and excitement, treating it not as metal, but as a secret waiting to reveal itself. Every mention added another spark to the myth, turning the coin into a story that refuses to fade. Some collectors say the Grant dollar carries a strange sense of timing, appearing only when someone truly needs a breakthrough. There are tales of individuals finding it during moments of struggle or moments of hope, almost as if destiny delivered it right into their hands. Whether these moments are mere coincidence or something far more mystical, every story strengthens the belief that this coin possesses an energy that aligns itself with purpose. Those who hold the Grant dollar often describe it as a silent guardian, a reminder of Grant's relentless courage and willingness to fight through impossible odds. It becomes more than currency. It becomes motivation, a symbol that whispers, "Stand strong, push forward. Victory belongs to those who refuse to surrender." And that emotional power gives the coin a value far beyond anything that can be written on a price tag. And so the legend continues to grow, living in every retelling, every whisper, every person who dares to believe that a single coin can change everything. Whether the Grant dollar becomes a miracle of fortune or simply a treasured piece of history, one truth remains. Its story is unforgettable. For those who hold it close, this coin is not just a collectible. It is a companion of destiny, waiting patiently to reveal the chapter that fate has prepared.